Yeah, no shoes. Dogs out at LAX.
What would you say to those who are just kind of overly critiquing the film at this point? You've worked so hard on it.
I'm getting on across. Hold on. Here. Yeah, hold on.
All right. Congrats, Rachel.
Rachel Ziegler has completely disappeared from the spotlight, just days after rumors swirled that Disney might have slapped her with a hefty bill over the Snow White disaster. She's gone dark. No interviews, no posts, not a single public appearance. Nothing. And get this, several sources say she hopped on a last-minute flight straight to Dubai. Now, the internet's buzzing. What's she hiding? What's she running from? Hollywood insiders are freaking out, and Disney? They're said to be furious. Rachel's vanishing act comes on the heels of a tidal wave of online backlash, public outrage, and whispers of legal trouble. Word is, Disney. Execs were already considering some serious consequences. Talk of slashing her bonuses or invoking those strict morality clauses is heating up. No press events, no premieres, just total radio silence. Now everyone's wondering, is this really just a break or is it a sneaky escape plan? The timing is what's really raising eyebrows. Ziegler dipped right after reports claimed Disney called an emergency meeting to decide if she's to blame for the Snow White debacle. Some insiders believe legal action is in the cards, while others think behind-the-scenes negotiations might already be underway, but the sudden silence and her overseas exit have fans side-eyeing the whole thing. Is she ducking bad PR, or is there something much bigger going on? Here's where it gets even weirder. Her team insists she's just on a break, but internet sleuths aren't buying it. Deleted posts, flight records, a cleared calendar, yeah, something's definitely fishy. No one knows when or if she'll be back. Meanwhile, Disney is in full-on damage control after Snow White completely flopped at the box office. Rumors say the studio is staring down a staggering $250 million loss. Now there's talk they're pressuring Rachel to help cover some of the damage. Insiders say things went off the rails after opening weekend. Disney reportedly held a confidential meeting to determine whether Rachel's controversial behavior violated her contract. From mocking the 1937 original to getting overly political on the press tour, she didn't just stir up drama, she may have broken promotional rules. Now Disney is allegedly thinking about pulling her bonuses, scrapping future deals, or even demanding reimbursement. One executive bluntly said Rachel single-handedly torched a billion-dollar brand, and no one disagreed. While Rachel Ziegler's keeping a low profile overseas, something wild just happened back in the US. Out of nowhere, a movie built from pixel blocks, yeah, Minecraft, pulled off the impossible and stole the spotlight. Critics laughed it off. No one thought it would succeed. But fans showed up in full force, and now it's printing money like crazy. Let's break down how this simple, blocky flick crushed Rachel's so-called fairy tale and left her ducking for cover. Word is, when Rachel saw those Minecraft numbers, she lost it because it didn't just beat Snow White, it absolutely crushed it. Imagine this. Disney basically burned its own house down and handed the win to a bunch of boxy video game characters. While Disney was pushing their messy live-action Snow White reboot, Minecraft swept in and obliterated it, making Disney's film look like a low-budget school project uploaded to YouTube. Critics swore Minecraft would be a massive flop, too kiddish, too blocky, too basic to survive in theaters. But guess what? Minecraft exploded with a jaw-dropping $300 million global debut. Meanwhile, Snow White limped to barely $77 million after weeks on screen. That's right, even with Disney's marketing machine in overdrive, the film tanked. Like, let's pretend this never happened level of bad. Here's the kicker. Disney thought it could coast on nostalgia and ignore all the red flags fans were waving. But turns out, disrespecting your own legacy isn't exactly a brilliant strategy. And this mess, it's just beginning. Think corporate chaos, execs pointing fingers, and a lead actress who forgot she was supposed to honor a cinematic icon. Meanwhile, theaters showing Minecraft were jam-packed. Some screenings were so wild it felt more like a live concert than a movie. No joke. Police even had to step in and remove a few kids who got too hyped, and front and center of the voice cast, Jack Black. Yeah, he said some off-the-wall stuff before, but when it comes to energy and comedy, he's a powerhouse. He knows how to pack seats. Audiences immediately connected with Minecraft's fun, laid-back tone, and they loved that. It stayed true to the game's original feel, something Disney really should have done with Snow White. Here's the crazy part. Critics gave Minecraft just a week before it flopped, slapping it with a 40% on review sites. But the real fans? They came through with an 87% approval rating. That says it all. While Minecraft keeps shattering records, selling out shows, and bringing families together, Rachel Ziegler is thousands of miles away, watching everything unravel. From the shadows, shadows. The internet hasn't let go. If anything, it's gotten worse. Social media is still on fire. People are tearing her apology apart line by line. Some are even comparing it to past PR nightmares. Others are pointing out how parts of it sound exactly like studio-crafted statements we've seen before. The vibe was totally off. It didn't feel like her at all, just another carefully crafted response likely drafted by Disney's legal team, desperately trying to patch a ship that's already sinking. Most fans aren't buying it. The apology came across too polished, too robotic, too scripted. There was no emotion, no sincerity, no real ownership, just another sanitized, brand-friendly note. Instead of calming people down, it lit an even bigger fire. Fans didn't feel reassured. They felt insulted. The whole thing made them even more convinced Rachel wasn't speaking from the heart. Maybe she never was. And behind the scenes, things aren't looking any better. Insiders claim Rachel has been breaking down privately, crying repeatedly, completely overwhelmed by how fast her public image collapsed. Not long ago, she was on top of the world, Disney's next golden star. Spin-offs, brand endorsements, global campaigns, everything was lined up. People called her the future of the industry. Now, her whole camp is reportedly in chaos. Some are urging her to take control, face the mess, and make a bold return. But others think she should disappear completely, stay silent, hide out, maybe even vanish for a few years, and wait it out. That's the strategy being tossed around. Lay low until the storm dies down, if it ever does. But let's be honest, this isn't just a rough patch. It's a total collapse, a full-blown Hollywood meltdown. Rachel Ziegler's movie star dream didn't just flicker, it blew up on impact. And while she's lying low in Dubai, ducking the headlines, Minecraft, a film based on a pixelated video game, is dominating the spotlight and dragging Snow White through the dirt. The contrast is brutal. One film delivered fun, heart, and real excitement and crushed the box office. The other tried to reinvent a beloved classic, lectured audiences, and fell flat on its face. Meanwhile, Disney, the once unstoppable studio, is fumbling left and right, bombing project after project like they forgot how to deliver a hit. Now, both the star and the studio are under fire. The backlash isn't just loud, it's relentless. Meme accounts, reaction videos, and viral breakdowns are all targeting Disney's so-called modern reimagining and Rachel's tone-deaf interviews that kicked off the uproar. Viewers are dragging her for sounding arrogant, disconnected, even disrespectful. And Disney, thinking they were being clever, ended up throwing millions into a film no one really wanted. Audiences made their opinions loud and clear. Even longtime fans are saying they feel betrayed. The question echoing across comment sections, why mess with a classic? Some believe Disney cared more about sparking headlines than telling a story that actually connects. And now, the damage is done. Insiders say Disney is in full damage control, quietly shelving future live-action remakes, at least the kind with this radical reinvention approach. Meanwhile, Rachel's team is scrambling behind closed doors. One source says the PR reps are clashing big time. Some are pushing for a raw, emotional interview. Others argue that would only pour gasoline on the fire. A few even suggested she shift gears, maybe move into Broadway or indie films and vanish from the mainstream until people move on. But let's be real, the internet never forgets. Behind the scenes, her brand deals are falling apart. Campaigns are being put on pause. Sponsors are pushing back, and a few major collaborations have already been scrapped altogether. No one wants to touch controversy, and right now, Rachel's name is setting off every red flag in the book. This isn't just a movie gone sideways. It's evolved into a full-on reputation crisis. Hollywood's watching closely. Because if someone hailed as the next big thing can crash this hard, this fast, then anyone can. And now the big question, can Rachel recover from this? Or is this the kind of fall that ends a career for good? Just when you thought things couldn't spiral any further, a leaked clip hit the web, and it exploded. In the video, Rachel is seen making off-script comments during a behind-the-scenes moment. Remarks fans are now calling tone-deaf and completely out of line. Within hours, the clip went viral. Millions of views, thousands of angry posts, and yet another storm of criticism. People are asking, how did this even get past Disney's media team? Some blame sloppy editing. Others think it was buried on purpose until now. Either way, it's another blow to Rachel's already shaky reputation. Now there's chatter that Disney might pull Snow White from certain territories. International distributors are nervous. Marketing budgets are being cut at the last minute. What started out as Disney's attempt at a magical comeback is unraveling into a PR horror show. And with the internet digging deeper every day, this storm is nowhere near over. Top execs are reportedly turning on one another. The marketing team is a disaster, and fans, they've had enough. Snow White was supposed to be a sure thing, a safe win. Instead, it's become a textbook failure, both on screen and off. And like it or not, Rachel has become the face of the whole collapse. Her comments about the original being outdated, those shady jabs at the prince, that cold energy in interviews, it all added up. Now she's left holding the bag while Disney slowly backs away, pretending they had had no part in the chaos. It's a brutal fall from grace. Definitely not the fairy tale ending she imagined when she first stepped into that iconic costume. So what's next? A comeback? A cover-up? Or a courtroom battle over that rumored $120 million fallout? One thing's for sure. Rachel Ziegler's silence is saying a whole lot more than any polished press release ever could. If you're hooked on this drama, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, you better stick around, because this saga's far from over. See you in the next one.